Hi guys, Tish here and welcome back to my channel Auto Social UK. Citroen have released 3 generations over the years of their C3, and there's always been an important pillar of this brand and product, and that's affordability. The C3 has always been an affordable way to get into a family car. And Citroen now realise that affordability is more important than ever, with the skyrocketing costs of, well, almost everything, with some new electric cars costing £40,000 for base spec models. So they wanted to release something which was going to be affordable across petrol, hybrid and fully electric. Today I'm in France and I'm taking a look at the all-new 4th generation Citroen e-C3, which will be, get this, under £23,000 and with a petrol equivalent which should be under £15,000. I'm so excited to share with you these new models, and we're going to be finding out just what do you get for that money. So if that sounds good, then please keep watching, and if you do like new car reviews and car content, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Okay, so without further ado, let's go take a look at the 4th generation e-C3.
Of course, the very first thing you would have noticed is the difference in size, or specifically height, on the new C3. This is the latest car to fall foul of the curse of the SUV, although we always knew this was likely the case because it's more complicated to package a battery into a compact car. Here is what you need to know. As mentioned, the C3 will be available as both petrol and electric. The electric car gets a 44 kWh battery and 199 mile WLTP range. This is a new battery for the Stellantis group, although charging maxes out still at 100 kilowatts like the rest of the group. Unfortunately, a heat pump will be an option, but finally, the electric model is being launched in Europe for €23,300, and by the time they've moved the steering wheel over to the correct side, it will likely retail around £22,000 to £23,000 for us in the UK. Still, significantly less than the £25,500 BYD Dolphin, which is currently the cheapest EV available in the market.
If you've watched any of these videos before where I've been at reveal events, you'll know that it's quite hard to get any alone time with the cars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chat to you a little bit about my thoughts and feelings about the new e-C3 and the regular petrol C3 now, and I'll do a bit of voiceover as well talking about the specifics. But what I was really pleasantly surprised to see is that this isn't a real basic car. Even if you go for the U spec in the electric car, you're getting things like parking sensors, cruise control, and you're also going to get all of those charging capabilities no matter which version you go for. That means that the entry-level U model will still get 199 miles of range, and it will still be able to charge at 100 kilowatts. I've been pretty harsh on some electric cars that I've driven and tested recently because they're offering seriously high price tags of over £40,000 and can only offer ranges of 250 with charging capabilities of sub 100. The thing with the Citroen e-C3 is it doesn't have the longest range out there and it doesn't have the fastest charging capabilities. But I think by price comparison of what you're getting, it's amazing value for money. And they've done exactly what they wanted to achieve. They've been able to get people into electric cars who possibly wouldn't have been able to afford to. Now let's talk about the styling. I'm actually a huge fan of the styling. Of course, you can see elements of Ollie come across wearing that new Citroen badge, and I think it looks pretty striking. It's a combination of the brand's existing C5 and C3 aircross blended together with a new generation, and it still has all those funky Citroen elements. I think they've done a really good job at producing a car which is palatable, but also still has some of that quirkiness.
In fact, one of my favourite quirks is the little tabs on the doors which read "Be cool and have fun." Silly, but iconically Citroen. The rest of the interior very much embodies the brand and isn't miles apart from existing models. A conventional driver's display has been replaced by what Citroen is calling a head-up display. A little bit of a stretch if you ask me, but it is better than the non-existent one on the Volvo EX30. Rather than trimming everything in cheap, scratchy plastic, they've used materials instead to brighten up the cabin. You'll also find Citroen's famous advanced comfort seats.
What was an interesting chat that we had today about the Citroen e-C3 and the C3 was around safety concerns. So as we know, some of the most affordable cars in the UK at the moment are Dacias. And Dacias, though offering very good value for money, are known for not having the best NCAP rating. So are Citroen planning on chasing those stars? Well, they're not confirming exactly what the Citroen e-C3 and C3 will achieve when it comes to the NCAP testing. But what they have said is that they're not focusing on that testing. They're focusing on offering the best balance between safety and affordability. You see, when brands are constantly chasing that NCAP testing, it means that the prices are going to go up and up. And then what we do get is quite a lot of intrusive systems, which aren't always actually the most helpful. NCAP testing tends to be a tick box exercise, but when it comes to what we really need and what we need for safety, it's not always that important. But let me know, do you think NCAP testing is really important, or do you think more brands should take the approach of Citroen and just making sure that there's the balance between affordability and safety?
I had a chance to prod and poke at the 10.25-inch infotainment screen, which is standard on the two higher trim levels. But the entry-level U variant replaces the latter with a Volkswagen Up-style smartphone dock, something that I live with and can't see being too much of an issue providing the app that the brand puts in place is decent enough. The screen is responsive and it has a simple layout. Citroen learnt the hard way, being one of the first to integrate climate control dials into the screen of the Cactus, but that mistake has not been repeated and the C3 sees physical dials. The electric models have a more modern device, while the more affordable petrol has a slightly cheaper but just as effective dials.
Quite often, brands throw out these low prices as a hook to get us excited about their electric vehicles. And what I'm really pleased is that Citroen have stuck to that price tag. They said that they'd be producing a sub £25,000 car, and that is exactly what they've done. And in fact, it's come in a little cheaper, with them also talking about having a lower range car, which will be even more affordable. Citroen are really making their statement in the industry of giving us cars which are affordable and that offer new solutions for transport. Look at Ollie, look at Ami, and look at the new generation of e-C3. I personally think it really has shaken up the industry, and once again we need brands like Citroen that make the rest of the industry realise that they need to reduce the prices of their electric cars. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today, guys. Let me know what you think of the new Citroen e-C3. Pop your comments down below. If you have enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then hit the subscribe button. Until next time, see you later.